Hi everybody, my name is Matt Haynes. I'm an audiobook narrator and I am on a mission to acquaint myself with 52 accents by April 17th, 2016. This week marks the halfway point. I am at accent number 26. It is going to be white South African. I'm just going to share 5 highlights from my beginning to learn this accent, acquaint myself with it, and then I'm going to apply some of those principles and a few more to the lyrics of Daniel Powter's Bad Day. One thing you should know first. Now, to get to know this accent, what I did was listen to just as many clips as I could find on YouTube, just within my time budget. One of the things that I've heard from at least 2 people from South Africa, and they say that this reflects a pretty common opinion, is that if you're going to listen to an American do a South African accent, the best is Matt Damon's in Invictus. The worst is Leonardo DiCaprio's in Blood Diamond. So hopefully I'm heading more towards Matt Damon's version, and I didn't even bother to listen to Leo's just so it wouldn't get in my head. A very big help was a friend of mine, Scott Martin, who gave me his own recitation of the lyrics that I'm going to do in this video. And I just want to make a quick plug, scottmartinimages.com. That's his photography business. He's a brilliant photographer, and he and I worked together a while back, actually as camp counselors. Okay, so number 1 for South African that I'm finding is helpful for me. The placement of the tongue right behind the teeth and a little, maybe a quarter, half inch into the hard palate. It's a little tricky because it almost comes out like a lisp for a little bit. So for example, stand in line just to hit a new low becomes stand in line just to hit a new low. But what it does is it positions my tongue for a lot of the changes that are coming up. So a slightly less exaggerated version would be stand in line just to hit a new low. Number 2, something that seems to help is reversing the I and the eh sound. So instead of sometimes the system goes on the blink, which is standard American, goes to sometimes the system goes on the blank. And then they tell me becomes they tell me. Number 3, big anchor for me. Maybe not a fundamental one, but one that every time I bring it up in my mind, it's like, oh, okay, yes. This is one of the things that makes the accent distinct. The O sound and the U sound. Now this is being represented by a capital O, capital U to represent these that are the long O and U. You know, in received pronunciation British, it would be O and U. In Australian, what I typically hear is AU and U. In South African, what I'm hearing actually is an OR, and with the U, oor. So instead of where is the moment, it would be where is the moment we needed the most becomes we needed the most. And then instead of blue skies, it becomes blue skies. Number 4, the ow sound, as I'm hearing it, becomes a nice, clean, straight aw. So instead of you're taking one down, I was originally thinking, okay, I can manipulate this like the or, so it'd be you're taking one down. But what I'm actually hearing is just down. Number 5, the L, that has a much more, to me anyway, articulate flicking kind of sound. And again, the tongue positioning up here helps get my mouth ready for that. So this is how I'm illustrating it. Instead of a l, it becomes a la. So instead of sometimes the system goes on the blink and the whole thing turns out wrong, where my L is coming more to the front of my mouth, to me it becomes sometimes the system goes on the blink and the whole thing turns out wrong. Okay, let's take these 5 elements and a few more that I've been playing with and see how I do applying them to Daniel Powter's Bad Day.
They tell me your blue skies fade to grey. They tell me your passion's gone away. You stand in line just to hit a new low. You fake a smile with a coffee to go. You tell me your life is way offline. You're falling to pieces every time. Well, you need a blue sky holiday. The point is they laugh at what you say. And I don't need no carrying on. Sometimes the system goes on the blank and the whole thing turns out wrong. You might not make it back, and you could be, well, oh, that's strong. And I'm not wrong, because you had a bad day. You're taking one down, you sing a sad song, just turn it around. You say you don't know, you tell me don't lie. Well, work at the smile, go for a ride. You had a bad day, the camera don't lie. You're coming back down and you don't really mind. You had a bad day.
The original lyrics to Bad Day are by Daniel Powter. The music was provided by the very generous and versatile Kevin MacLeod. Next week is going to be number 27, East Indian, to the Beach Boys' I Know There's an Answer / Hang On to Your Ego. In the meantime, have some fun. Comment below. You never know. Ask for a song. Ask for an accent. One of them may show up on the other side because I've still got plenty of these to go. Also, comment on the South African accent that I did. How close did I get and what could improve it? And also, everybody, rock on.